Hi, my name is DJ E-Clyps, and today we're going to talk about the Bass One plugin from IK Multimedia. All right, so let's get into this Bass One plugin by IK Multimedia, which is a really cool plugin if you're a big fan of low end. And in most music today, low end is a huge factor. It plays a huge role in your mixes. So let's just go through a quick walkthrough of what everything is on here and how to apply it. You have your solo. Now you can really go in and sculpt what you want this plugin to be applied to. So you can really go in and tweak your low end frequencies. So let's say you don't even want to bother with the top end of the lows. You can just roll that off. And you don't really want to get too subby with it, so you can roll that off too. So now the cool thing about that is, like, say if you have your kick and your bass are kind of fighting each other, now you can kind of sculpt that low end so that way it's not fighting with the kick so much before you maybe apply some like sidechain compression or something like that. You can do that with this plugin. You have your definition where you can really now sculpt that even further, either in a light subtle mode or in a heavy mode. You have your push, which I kind of look at it as kind of like applying some compression or kind of a parallel compression vibe to it, where you can really kind of shove that a little bit forward in the mix. You have your focus, which is going to control your stereo width. If you want to narrow that, or if you want to widen it, you can do that with that. You also have the ability in this multi-mode to look at the spectrum overall, or you can just focus in just on the frequencies itself. You have your bypass button, so then you can apply the signal within, or you can take it out. You have your output, which you can then make up gain, or you can reduce gain. You have your drive, which is kind of like your tube saturation. This is going to give you tube saturation on the drive function. The analog is going to give you tape saturation. So if you kind of even want to apply that tape feel where you're starting to lightly compress the mix by driving it to tape, you're going to get that function. Or you can just go gnarly and just drive this to extreme levels, whatever you want. The sub, now you have the ability to also add subharmonics to your signal. So let's say you had that bass in there the way you wanted it, but you feel like you just need a little bit more sub low end. This is going to generate a subharmonic generator to whatever signal you have. So let's play the track. So right now that bass sounds kind of fine, right? Now, let's add this. We're going to solo the bass for a second. So we can roll this off. Let's get a little bit of that in there. We'll drive a little bit of push. Let's widen it a little bit. Hear the difference? Let's give it a little bit of tape saturation. Not too much. Let's throw a little bit of subharmonics in there. See how that really... Now I will say, with the subharmonics, you really want to be careful with that, because you can really muddy some stuff up if you're not careful. Unless that's intentional, what you were really trying to do. Okay? So let's play this again. And so that's with, hear the difference? Another cool way you could use this track, you could use this Bass One plugin and almost automate some of this. So let's say you had the bass line going regular, and then you want to just slowly automate in some drive or slowly automate in some analog saturation. You can do some really cool stuff with this plugin. So this is the Bass One plugin by IK Multimedia. Hope you enjoy it, have fun with it, create with it, make it your own. Peace.